Well, Richie from Big Backyard Ideas here, and on day 2 of my gardening video log in Northern California. I'm going to be putting my first tomato plants actually in the ground here, just doing 2 in each of these cages. Then I'm going to be building up some of that deer-proof netting that I've got around the rest of the garden on there. And today we're also going to be putting these 3 chili plants in behind my netting. Okay, my first chili plant going in, jalapeno, so I'll keep the tag attached to that. Douse them with some water, make sure they're nice and well. So even though it's not that warm at the minute here in Northern California, it actually doesn't rain an awful lot. My next one going in, jalapeno again. Douse them in water when I'm done, and Tabasco as my last one. They're a little trickier from last year to look at. I remember Tabasco ones to look after than the jalapeno. Jalapenos can really put up with a lot of abuse in terms of watering, etc. on there. Anybody's got any good tips for growing chili plants, please shout out in the comment section below the video, because I am no expert on here. So that is those in, so I can drop the netting back down around them, and more to the point, simply push my canes further down in. So my chili plants are now bird and deer proofed. So time to water them, then get my tomato. I'm planting some new veg each day. I'm also doing a bit of weeding each day. Time to clear this bed. I like mint as a herb. It's actually highly invasive. It tracks along under the ground here, so you're not just pulling up the root here, it's stretching right maybe back to this core plant over here, making it highly invasive. So although it smells absolutely great, and if anybody, I would love to know what this weed is. If anybody knows, please say it in the comment section below the video. Somebody will probably tell me it's some very rare California wildflower, but if so, I will worry about being prosecuted over another day. One of these weeds that starts out small, yet it seems to anchor itself down the same plant over 5 or 6 points in your garden. As I say, anybody knows what it is, please post away in the comment section below the video. Let's say here, you can grab big handfuls of the stuff, but then it's you're not just pulling. You think you're pulling at one plant, but it's anchored itself down in, let's say, 5 or 6 different places. As they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. Anybody who knows what this weed is, I would love to hear from you in the comment section below the video, and the best way of dealing with it. Not too troublesome to remove when it's small, a lot harder when it's big like this, but another half day on there and I think my bed will be clear enough to plant in again. I would point out, I'm not throwing away any of my plant pots in here, because I've got plenty of potting compost and I've got lots of seeds indoors, including a seed starter kit. So as they grow bigger, I'm going to put them in these plants, so I'm going to keep hold of those. Okay, my first 2 tomatoes going in the cages. I have got the early girl ones on here, so nice hole for them there. This soil in this bed is not bad, and hopefully in this frontal position they're going to get a bit more sunlight back. As I said, the soil in here way better than in the other 2 beds, but this one doesn't get any sunlight at the back, so I found that to my cost. Fried green tomatoes, I had several hundred fried green tomatoes. Just going to get a couple of sticks and ties for them. As I say, saving all the pots. We've got Husky cherry red tomatoes. Now already I can tell they're going to be a little bit harder to look after, because I've been watering them daily, and yet that one has been fried by the sun. Just yesterday, it got up to about 70 degrees here. I'm just south of San Francisco. Yesterday, I did not expect that one to get torched like it did by the sun. Okay, well, fingers crossed the cherry tomatoes pick up a little bit there. Just giving everything a good water, make sure they're nicely bedded in. Quite tricky watering stuff here in Northern California. It's like either all or nothing. You either give them too much, you don't give them enough. Chilies, however, a bit more resilient, but I have a feeling the Tabasco ones, looking at the leaves on there, and a little bit tricky to take care of. Anyway, I've also used the opportunity to give one of my strawberry beds. I've got another one somewhere over there, a good dozen, as they appear to be doing quite well. But people do not tell me, oh, you have to get the weeds out of here, but a bit one day at a time. Anyway, people, that is the end of today's vlog number 2, vegetable gardening in Northern California. Bed behind me is pretty much clear. Another 30 minutes work or so on that. I think we'll be ready to plant in there. Speaking of which, while I've got a lot of seeds on the way, which I've yet to plant, I have a feeling I could do with a few more full-size plants ready to go in the ground right now. Let me know what you think in the comment section below the video. Thanks for watching, folks. Stay safe.